Marriage is definitely not a walk in the park. While weddings are usually the happy ending to every love story, there are Lakorns where one is forced to get married to pay off the debt. Here's a look at 10 such forced marriage in Thai dramas due to death. Number 1. Ratree. Kate's father stole money from Sek's company, and when he finds out, he starts looking for Kate's father. However, Kate's father runs away. When they find him, he has to go to the hospital because of a heart condition. There he decides to sell Kate to Sek to pay off his debts, and because he knew Sek's family wanted an heir and would take care of Kate. Sek gradually begins to fall in love with Kate. Meanwhile, Sek's ex-wife Itzela doesn't believe Sek has moved on to Kate and continuously chases after him. A solid Lakorn with well-written characters. Good watch for new and old Lakorn viewers alike. Ratree only has 12 episodes, but it wrapped up all these plot lines in ways that made sense and were satisfying to the viewers. Number 2. Wanida. Wanida is a daughter of Dao, a loan shark. She is beautiful, lovely, brave and strong-willed. Major Prajak Mahasak, who came from the noble family Mahasak, is a kind-hearted man, a very good son and a family man. The two met in an accident and quickly developed dislike feelings for each other due to their very contrast personality. However, Major Praju of Mahasak was offered to get married with Wanida, Dao's daughter, to cancel the debt that he borrowed from Dao. Without knowing anything, Wanida agreed to the wedding, and then their chaotic marriage finally begins. This series is from 2010, but it is one of the most romantic dramas in my opinion. Storyline has been used over and over, but it was quite entertaining from beginning to the end. Lastly, this drama is a bit slow-paced and the ending is quite predictable, but overall I loved the show. Number 3. Praomook. Praomook works at a nightclub to earn money and pay debt. She doesn't get along with Chalunthorn because he misunderstood her, thinking she is a bad girl. One day, his parents ask Praomook to marry Chalunthorn to remove the bad luck from him. She accepts the proposal just to get back at him. He pretends to be gay to avoid her, but she doesn't believe it. They will eventually start falling for each other, but there are obstructions to their love. I'm sure fans of Trabab Se Chompu must have already seen this drama. A very good collaboration between Pete and Q. This drama is not as high rated as Trabab Se Chompu, but would surely recommend this series for those who like this couple. Number 4. Sapai Import. Lisa is a rich, spoiled girl who returned from her studies in England to find her parents were in debt. She had to work to repay that debt, and Don's mother helped her. Don is the grandson of a very famous farm owner. When Don's grandfather died, he conditionally named Don as his successor. To receive the farm, Don had to marry and have a child within a year. Otherwise, the farm would be awarded to his cousin's brother. Don's mother loved Lisa like a daughter, so she pushed them towards marriage. At first, both of them rejected the marriage. Then Don's mother announced that she was going to die soon, so Lisa accepted as a sign of gratitude. Since Don and Lisa don't love each other, they agreed to pretend to be married for 6 months. Despite the differing lifestyles, nothing could stop destiny. If you're looking for a Lakorn that is different and is a little lighter and fluffier than most Lakorns, then this drama is for you. The chemistry of the main leads was what made this drama work. Lots of romance, great comedy, good plot and just enough angst and drama to make it interesting. Number 5. Piang Chai Khon Ne Mai Chai Pu Weist. Satawat is a doctor whose mother has a gambling addiction and Anusania's family owns a wealthy company. Satawat's mother owes a lot of money to Anusania's company, and in order to erase the debt, Satawat's mother and Anusania's aunt cook up a plan to marry Satawat and Anusania to each other to get rid of the debt. Anusania's half-uncle Chayakon breaks up with his girlfriend Somika and reveals his love for Anusania. Anusania, not wanting Chayakorn to have any hope, agrees to marry Satawat. Desperate Somika falls for Satawat, but he finds out that he belongs to Anusania, her greatest rival. In vengeance, Somika tries everything to split the couple. This is basic marriage drama with a very intrusive family and spoiled female lead. James and Kimmy acted their roles really well. I would definitely recommend this Lakorn to anyone wanting to see a beautiful story, well-rounded characters, and beautiful Thai settings. Number 6. Jao Sao Jamloei. When Ingjan's family attempts to trick her into marrying an old toad in order to pay off the debt they had taken, Ingjan decides to escape. Somehow, she meets a young vineyard owner, Sichon, along the way, who helps her to escape. However, he is not as kind as he looks at first sight. In order to pay off her family's debt and protect her, Sichon wants her to marry him and birth a child for him. The duration of this arrangement is 1 year only, but the price from both sides is hefty. Number 7. Mia Jum Pen. Tawan lives with Yuan Jai, her aunt-in-law, and her daughter Yadafa as servants. Yet, her uncle once made a promise to his friend Trong to arrange a marriage between their children. Yadafa refuses it, thinking that Tomon, Trong's son, is a rustic and poor guy who is also in a relationship with Bunlaing. They don't make any money, just spend Yuan Jai's money. One day, Tomon gives his hand to pay a debt for Yuan Jai, so she allows Tawan to marry him as Yadafa. At Tomon's house, she is always bullied by Savai, his mother, Ginkyo, the nanny of his sister, and Sopit, his friend who has a crush on him. Number 8. Koo Za Rot Zab. Rosirin's family owns the largest Isani company for the production of fermented fish. When she returns from abroad after graduation, she finds out that her family business is failing and is on the verge of bankruptcy. To overcome the crisis, Ross decides to lead the company and starts to borrow money from her father's friend. To return his generosity, he asks Rosirin to marry his son Khon, unsuccessful and a playboy. Our heroine, intelligent and educated and absolutely not interested in a disordered man. On the other hand, she is not his taste also. Always in a constant quarrel, but Khon's sister likes Ross a lot. She will do everything to bring them together. After overcoming many difficulties and misunderstandings, the two fall in love. Number 9. Roy Marn. Bee's cousin should have married Mark, but the day before the wedding, her cousin was kidnapped by a guy who had loved her for years. He kidnapped her, assaulted her, got her pregnant, and thus everything changed. The young and bratty Bee had to take the place of her cousin because it was a marriage to erase a death. Her uncle owed money to Mark and his father. Since he can't use his daughter, he'll use his niece instead. Number 10. Samee. Proud girl Rasika isn't happy to learn that her mother is going to marry Jao Sua, a Chinese Thai businessman she believes responsible for the death of her father to save their home from seizure due to deaths. The girl's uncle Prasid, however, wants the money straight from Rasika and is willing to kill her to acquire the palace. So Jao Sua is forced to marry her to his son Rab. Which of these Lakorn you found interesting? Please let us know in the comments down below. Also, please be sure to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.